We have just arrived in Winter Park, Florida today for a date day.
Today's a little different for us because we actually dropped the kids off with one of our babysitters, so it's just us today exploring.
And we wanted to come here for a long time. We're kind of glad that we were able to come on a day where we didn't bring the children with us, because Winter Park, Florida is probably best known for its Park Avenue area, which is basically kind of like the main street of the downtown area of Winter Park. And I'm sure there's a playground around here somewhere, but the shops and the stores and all those things would not necessarily be things that our kids would enjoy. Also, even though we're really glad to be here, on the way in, we became vaguely aware that this is a little bit out of our league. We saw some huge houses on the way into Winter Park. So this is just kind of like on the upper tier of maybe the other side of the railroad tracks for us. Alaina found a really colorful store to walk into.
Obviously, I love color.
After that, we visited the Charles Hosmer Morse Museum of American Art. This museum primarily features the artwork of Louis Comfort Tiffany, which actually is far more beautiful and interesting than it may initially sound, even if you're not necessarily an art enthusiast. It's amazing to see all of the stained glass windows and the lamps and the way that the different colors of glass capture the light. It's incredible. The museum also offers some complimentary audio cell phone tours, which is different than anything I've ever seen at any other museum. You simply dial a number, select an extension, and after that you just follow the promptings to learn more about the various galleries and exhibits throughout. The museum also has some jewelry and some exhibits dedicated to the decorative arts. I had the idea that we would walk a little beyond Park Avenue down to this neighborhood where all of these really expensive homes are. And I am certain that even though we're not necessarily, I don't know, I guess we kind of look so conspicuous. I feel a little out of place, and I think everybody's looking at us.
They're not.
I think Vivian would have really liked this toy store. We found a beautiful courtyard to explore. As you've probably gathered, there are a lot of really upscale boutiques, but there are also a few familiar chains as well. Most of the downtown area surrounds this beautiful Central Park area too. And as we kept walking, we found our way to Rollins College, which, if you didn't know, it's one of its most famous graduates is Mr. Rogers. Rollins College is located on a 70-acre campus. It's the fourth oldest post-secondary education institution in the entire state of Florida. It offers about 30 programs and has an enrollment of about 3,000. We've enjoyed walking around this beautiful campus. The historic buildings are representative of a more Mediterranean style. The map seems to indicate, though, that this campus overlooks a giant lake, and I'm wondering what that lakefront view is going to be like. So we're going to head over that way, and I have great anticipation. I think we found an amazing spot where there is a gazebo that overlooks this entire lake. Well, that was fun to explore, and now it's time for dinner. So we searched on TripAdvisor and tried to find something that was ranked really well, but also really inexpensive, because that's a high priority for us. And we think we picked out something that's perfect for us on Aiken Adventures. And this is my idea of a date day. Walk around in some area like that till your feet feel like they're gonna fall off, and then come up to the El Patron Mexican restaurant, Taco Tuesday. And of course that was delicious, so now we're off to Home Goods and Five Below and Marshalls because we're fancy.